Hey guys, I wanted to do a post Sinners and Saints recap. Let's get to it. Sinners and Saints was yesterday. I didn't do the full weekend. I'm local, so I just went on Saturday to do the signing event. If you wanted to do the whole VIP experience, they had events Friday night, they had the signing event Saturday, and then they actually had a brunch this morning, in addition to like a gala event last night. So it was a big to do if you went all out. I didn't. It was my first event, so I just did the signing, and I still had a really great experience. The venue that they chose was absolutely gorgeous. It's literally right on the beach in Sunny Isle, so if you were staying at the hotel, you had that private beach available to you. I'm in Broward, the county just north of Dade County, so it was only like a 40-minute drive. And I mean, it was just really convenient to get to, which is saying something because Dade County isn't always the easiest to navigate. So I truly appreciated the venue, where it was, how close it was to the highway. When I got there, I again am local, so I wasn't staying at the hotel. Their parking garage was already full, but they had free parking right across the street, right across Collins Avenue. So really, the venue was kind of like a perfect thing. As somebody who was just there as an attendee, the entire process was pretty much seamless. As soon as you walked into the hotel, on the right-hand side, the check-in was there, with signage, balloons, literally you couldn't miss it. And the check-in process was super easy. You gave your name, they gave you your goodie bag and your lanyard. Even something as simple as the lanyard was really cute. So this is the lanyard, and on the back they had a QR code that had the list of events. It also had the map. So you just scanned it with your phone, and you had the event and the map at your fingertips at all times. So I thought that was a really good idea. Another one of those little details that made this whole process more seamless was that they had a staggered entry. So they had 3 different levels, I think, of tickets. So the top tier people went in, and then like an hour later or something, I don't know what the time was, the median tier went, and then people like me in the low tier, we went in last. So it kind of helped spread out the population, basically, for check-in times, for going to see the vendors, for going to see the authors, like, because you had that spread of entry, not everyone was sitting there at the same exact time. So I'm one of those people that over prepares. So before I attended, I started watching reviews for other people who have attended book events, and like get my game plan down. So one of the things that I absolutely knew that I needed was a good rolling bag. So I ended up bringing my Hulkin bag, the large size, and I'm so glad that I did, because literally I filled that bag up. I knew I was going to need a big bag because just the sheer volume of like pre-orders that I did. So one of those little tiny, book crates wasn't going to cut it for me. And of course, when I was there, I still got more books. I brought books from home that I wanted to have signed by some of my favorite authors. Like, I needed that bag. And something to consider is, one, my bag was a little large, especially for the like aisles that they had, but it rolled really well. So if you are getting a book crate, I would say get something that has really good wheels on it. That should be something to consider, maybe in addition to the capacity of it, because truly my bag was over overweight, but I was in a position that I didn't have to worry about taking it on an airplane or anything like that. I was literally just packed it in my car with great struggle, and drove home with it. I also, because I'm a mom at heart, packed snacks for myself. It wasn't necessary. The hotel had like this little store, like a convenience store, that if I needed to get something to eat real quick, they had sandwiches, salads, stuff like that, drinks and candy and stuff like that. So if I do attend next year and it's at the same hotel, I definitely won't bring any snacks, because that was just something in my bag that I didn't need. And the last thing that I was recommended from other people that have attended book events is to bring one of those little portable chargers. I didn't take nearly as many photos as I should have. I was just kind of overwhelmed, in some points. But if I was taking video, if I was taking photos the way I probably should have, I definitely would have needed my charger, because even at the end of the event, I was fully charged going in. I think I was only there for like 5 hours. When I left, I was only at like 43% on my battery. So definitely, if you are going to attend an event, take one of those little portable chargers just so you have backup. And finally, let's talk about the event itself. Sinners and Saints was specifically a dark romance signing event. All the authors that were there were dark romance authors. The list of attending authors was a dream list. So Sinners and Saints did an amazing job at getting just so many fabulous authors in one place. And this doesn't happen in a vacuum. Every single volunteer that came in contact with was just amazing. Like, I want to give a special shout out to my book check girlies. They were hilarious. I had some good conversations with them. Let me get back to that, because that's something that I wanted to talk about when I was talking about like the check-in process. So Sinners and Saints, again, this is my first book signing, but they had a book check. So basically, it's like a coat check, but it's a place that you could put your books. So you're not lugging 200 pounds of books like me, around the venue. So basically, you could buy your books, drop them off at the book check, and then you can pick them up at the end of the event. So that was an awesome idea. I absolutely used the heck out of that thing. But the book check girlies, I sincerely wish that I got their names, because they were awesome. Let me tell you a story. I was dropping off my bag. There were some books from home that I brought that I wanted to get signed, by Penelope Douglas. But when I was upstairs, in the event, her line was super long. So I'm like, you know what? I don't need to get these done. So I put them back in my bag. And one of the girls, the book check girls, was like, hey, do you want me to go have them signed? I'm like, well, her line was super long. I don't really want to hold up the line for her to sign, 10 books. And she's like, oh no, don't worry about it. And she literally took my books, had Penelope Douglas sign them, brought them back to the book check, and put them in my bag. The volunteers, when I tell you that they were awesome, they were awesome. They just went above and beyond, every single one of them that I got in contact with. So, so shout out to my volunteers, and of course the attendees. Like, the vibe at this event was awesome. It was a very chill vibe. There weren't a ton of like lines or stuff like that. So like in Disney World, how everyone's kind of like pissy. There wasn't that. Just a bunch of book girlies hanging out together. Like that's the vibe that I got. So I'm very happy with this event. There was also just a huge selection of vendors there. And the first room you get to is where all the vendors are. So all the book boxes, the clothing lines, character art. That's the first thing that you see. And oh my God, I spent so much money, but it was worth it. It was worth it. For this being my first signing, and hearing some horror stories from other signings, as an attendee, I absolutely love this. I sincerely hope there's another event next year. Keep it local, please. I don't want to. I don't want to go to another state. Overall verdict, I absolutely love this event. I had such a good time. It really kind of like set the bar for what a book signing event should be in my brain. So thanks to Sinners and Saints for having this really great event. I had a ball and I hope to attend it next year. Until next time, guys. Bye.